Welcome to For The Drive, and welcome to the first episode of Friends of For The Drive, a series where I shine a light on other car lovers' prides and joys and what it is like to own them. And have I got a treat for you today? What we have here are two 100 horsepower Pandas owned by the same couple. You may recognise the one that's directly behind me because we met it actually early this year at the Castle Combe event. And then we found out that her partner actually owns the other 100 horsepower Panda. We couldn't resist making the video. Now, last year I did the review of the standard Panda, and as much as it was technically quite a low power car, it was actually great fun to drive. So I have got high hopes for these two little beauties. The owners themselves have already said to me that they've actually done a few bits and pieces modifying it. I mentioned the exhaust systems are quite unique on both of these Pandas. I believe this Panda itself actually has a BMW 3 Series custom exhaust shortened to fit a Panda, so which is quite unusual for an Italian car to have a German exhaust system, but never mind. But let's start it up and have a quick listen. This Panda actually has an Abarth back box straight piped, so this sounds pretty raw. I think you'll enjoy it. Let's start it up. Now we've listened to the ridiculous noises that comes from these cars, I think now is time for driving. So I am now joined by Chris in his Fiat 100 horsepower Panda. That echo bit down here. That's nice, very nice. So, why did you buy the car?
Well, I had a choice of first car.
Yeah, I'd like to make a point. Actually, this is his first car, which is a million times better than my first car ever was. So, like, congratulations on that.
It's sort of a bit of inspiration from Georgina, really, because I met her and she had one of these, and I'd never even really heard of them. I mean, not many people have heard of them, to be honest.
No.
And, well, I just, you sort of, after being in one, you sort of fall in love with them. They're really, really nice little cars.
Yeah.
And you look at the insurance, and it falls into a really cheap category for a young driver, and it's probably the best thing you can get out there for money.
So, what do you like about it? Like, give me a few particular points of what you're really happy about the car.
How much you can push it and still not break the speed. Well, you can't break the speed limit. It surprises everyone.
Yeah.
That's the best thing about it. You're just driving on the road. People think, oh, it's just a Panda.
Yeah.
And then you put your foot down and they always ask, oh, well, what have you done to that? Nothing. It's just stock.
Yeah.
It's how it is. But the thing I love about this is it's the pull in second, third and fourth.
Yeah.
It's rather incredible for...
A little
you wouldn't think for a car with 100 horsepower it could sort of pull that much. Because I do a lot of motorway journeys, which is again another reason why I chose this, actually, because it has 6 gears and it's a lot more helpful than most competitors have 5 gears on the other cars. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, the miles per gallon aren't great, to be honest.
What do you get? I mean, considering it's a small car, like, what do you actually gain?
At best, 38 to 41, which doesn't sound awful.
Well, that sounds alright to me.
It's got a very small tank. Guess how much it is to fill up on?
Probably like 40 quid, 50 pounds?
30.
Really?
Full tank, 30 quid.
Wow. You can hear a little bit of wind noise at high speed.
Yeah, that's the thing is, because I do a lot of motorway driving, it can be quite annoying. things I've done myself, it's not anything major at the moment. Obviously, insurance.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll do other things afterwards, but right now, main things, I've upgraded the interior radio, because that was just crap. I've taken the wrap off. There's a wrap on the bonnet. I've replaced the headlights, the Angel Eye style. They're from Germany.
Yes, I like them. They're nice.
Yeah. Next week, I'll get the alloys done in black and refurbed. I want to sort out the paintwork because it needs a bit of love. It is a 10-year-old car at the end of the day.
I mean, would you not consider wrap? Again?
I have considered a wrap because it would be cheaper.
Yeah.
It would be a heck of a lot cheaper, but I wouldn't be sure. I'm not really sure what I change it to. Would I stick with the black? Maybe.
Greg and I were talking actually when we were travelling to here before the start of the film. We think they're understated in black. We actually really like the idea of both of them two being very, very bright colours.
Everyone has them in silver because that's the most popular colour.
No, don't silver. No, we actually was like maybe one being like quite a bright green.
Yeah, just simple stickers just for Instagram purposes.
Yep.
Starting the photography thing on that, so
yeah,
do that as well.
Link will be in the comments below.
Yes.
What would your next car be from this? Once you finish doing what you want and you think it's time to move on, right now, what would you have if you could?
Right, so I have a little dream car, but it's not stupidly affordable currently, but the prices are going up, so I might have to watch that. It's a big jump, but I'm planning on keeping this for a while.
Yeah.
So I'm getting used to driving. But my next plan is a Lotus Elise S1.
Right, nice.
So they range from about 11,000 to 15,000. I've just always wanted one. I've always loved little two-seater sports cars. It just appeals to me a heck of a lot. But if the S1, well, they're not the most reliable of things in the world. So I could even consider the S2 because I like the Lotus Elises. And then maybe in the future from then jump up to some of the other ones, maybe the Exige or something, but that's further down the line.
So you're basically a Lotus man?
Yeah, I like my Lotuses, but I do love, my only problem is, since buying this, you fall into the Italian car category, and you get all these shows you can go to.
Yes.
And everyone appreciates them.
But then to be fair, Georgina, you can go with Georgina.
Yeah, I can still go in Georgina, so that's the one benefit I've got there.
Yeah.
But you do kind of, you like the Italian little hot hatch, sort of mini hot hatch thing.
So immediately I'm already like, so the seats come out of the Abarth 500.
Yeah.
Which are amazingly, like, so much more comfortable than the standard.
And they look better.
Yes.
They're much better looking.
That's cool. Very, very nice. Yeah. And that noise, I mean, Chris sounds pretty nice as well, but they're just totally different, like polar opposite effects inside.
Yeah.
Like that's actually really quite. His is much more of a, you feel much more like the low end thump hitting you while being in the car. Although it's not too loud, but you've got padding in this anyway, so.
Yeah,
so
insulation in all the door cards, in the boot, and on the boot itself.
Yes, yeah, so
it drains all the sound away.
I must admit, it immediately feels like you've got much less road noise from that, which is nice. Why did you buy this car?
I had a 1.1 litre active in orange. I love that because it was just stupid for literally 150 brake horsepower. It was my first car. I was in the Pandas UK page and I went to meet in December, and this one was actually parked next to mine when I had the orange one.
Yeah.
And I became really good friends with Will. He decided that he wanted to upgrade to a better car.
Okay.
And I offered to buy it.
Nice.
I'd wanted one for a good 4 or 5 years before that though. I'd always seen them around and always gone, that's cool.
What do you like about it? Specific points?
I love the way it looks.
Yep.
Especially the way this one's been done.
This one does look more aggressive than most.
Yeah.
With all the little bits.
The height of it, everything that's been done to it all falls perfectly. I like the power of it. It suits me. Like, because it's my second car.
Yeah.
It suits me and I've never been bored of it. It's more fun in roads like that than on the motorway.
Yes.
It's so much fun to drive, I love it.
don't you like about it? There must be some little niggly bits that kind of just like, oh, that'd be nice if that wasn't there or was different.
If I drive, because I drive in sport mode all the time.
Yeah.
In cities, in first and second, it can be very jumpy, like kangaroo hops.
Yeah, yeah.
In very low revs, so it's a bit iffy then.
I don't mean to tell you how to drive, but you realise you can press the button off. Like, you can turn it off if you want.
I love having it on. I'm just so used to it.
Yeah.
The tyres it's currently on don't make its handling amazing in the wet.
No.
I do need to do the tyres again. Like in lanes, it's amazing.
Yeah.
But I think because it had a little slip up the day the other day on the diesel.
Yeah.
I am a bit hesitant in corners in case it does it again.
Yeah. What have you modified? Like, we already know the exhaust is not standard.
Yeah.
The seats are all
Seats were recent.
Yeah.
That was about 2 months ago.
Yeah.
And they're front and rear. The roof bars, they weren't on the car when I bought it.
No.
They were a Christmas present.
Nice.
To go with the Panda-MONIUM theme.
Yeah.
When I bought the car, it's got coilovers, so it sits very low to the ground.
Yeah.
Upgraded speakers.
Nice.
Head unit.
Yes, double din head unit is definitely the way forward. I'm a big fan of having a proper screen.
Yeah. And it's just little things like I've painted things in black, I've done the gear gator.
And you've also, am I right in saying that you've just recently done the wing?
Yes, totally forgot about the wing. Full carbon fibre. Came over from Italy, took a month and a half to get here.
What would your next car be, and would you consider getting rid of this at any point soon? Like, have you got plans to potentially change it in the next few years, or are you going to try and keep this until it dies? And if and whenever you change it, what would you actually want to get as a replacement?
I do want to keep this. I have been looking to the 124.
Yeah.
Either Fiat or a Bath.
A Bath.
A Bath.
Just say my opinion.
A Bath preferably.
Yeah.
It's just obviously every time I go in, I look at it and I sit in it. I fall in love with it. I'll go through prices. I'll go through how much it's going to be.
Yeah.
And then I go home and I see this and I'm like, oh, actually, I don't want it. I want it.
Not right now.
Every single time. I haven't had a time where the worst I went on to was I booked to do a test drive in a Fiat 124 because a Bath won't let me do one in a Bath 124.
Which is ridiculous, but
yeah, 21. I was just like, my upgrade it will be a 124.
yeah.
Like there's no other car I've really looked at and gone, I really like that.
Yeah. But see, I think the 124s are actually really nice looking.
Yeah.
They got enough of the original 124 in them, but enough modern styling to make them cool. I think they sound great, but once again, I think that's largely down to the Bath exhaust system. So Georgina's actually been very kind enough to brave me taking it out without supervision, which I'm very grateful for. Driving cars like these are actually the reason why I think a lot of hot hatches are still preferable over some outright sports cars. They have such a certain charm about them that almost a car like this shouldn't be able to do what it does. But going around bends in them, accelerating loud, listening to that exhaust noise, just like feeling what the steering wheel gives you is actually incredible fun. If only the rain would disappear. This car you have to drive. You put your foot down, you haven't got 375 brake to play about with, you haven't got a 5-litre V8 underneath the bonnet, you have got a really sprightly 1.4 that delivers you as much power as it possibly can at all times. I'm really happy that I managed to make this video, not only for not only for you guys, but just for the experience of being in them and actually having to get to drive one. So fantastic, totally fantastic. So much more driver input is necessary, but that's not an issue. No, I don't ever go, oh bloody hell, I can't do this. That noise. I also can't stress enough how comfortable these seats are. If you've got any sort of Fiat Panda, definitely look into getting the Bath seats out of the Bath 500 because they are so good. savagery. I'm not even looking at the speedo, I just don't care. Like, you could be going 20 miles an hour right now. That noise is worth all the speed in the world. So as you can tell, the weather has turned for the worse, so the rain has come down and has ruined everything, including the drive. But I've had a fantastic day. Those cars are actually really good fun. Far more sprightly than I think anyone actually gives them credit for. A massive thank you to Chris and Georgina for letting me use their cars in the videos. I do apologise, like the rain is coming down pretty hard. Yeah, thank you to Chris and Georgina for letting me use their cars, and also to Georgina for letting me drive hers. That was immense fun. Thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Nice. This is what I have to deal with. Like, such noise. Let's just listen to this. Why not? That looks like my filming's done now. For fuck's sake.